Welcome to this session where we are talking everything to do with interview coaching. How do you prepare yourself for an interview? How do you answer questions in an interview? And we will dig deep in everything and anything that has to do with a job interview. As you can see here, it is very important for you to be prepared for an interview. This would be the five core things that I would say when you are preparing for an interview. Number one, you need to be dressed appropriately for the interview. Most of the time, we are judged, not even most of the time. I think the key thing is we are always judged by how we look. Yeah, I know your mother told you not to judge a book by its cover. But unfortunately, that is how we do it. We always judge a book by its cover. How you are dressed up, how you show up in a place will be a very big part of your interview. And then from there, another thing I would also want to add is that whenever you go for an interview, never show up late in an interview. With most of the hiring managers that I've interacted with and recruiters, and personally, whenever you're doing a recruitment and someone shows up late for an interview, irrespective of how qualified that person is, they never get the job. That is for sure. I'm really excited to see that all of you are joining. So please let me know in the chat if you're getting value from this session. If you have any questions in regards to interviews, feel free to drop that in the chat and I will pick it up. And also just let me know, where are you joining us from? Number three, you have showed up early, you are well dressed. Be mindful of your body language. Now, according to research, 30% of the communication we do comes in from the words that we use, verbal, and 70% of the communication is done through the non-verbal. How you show up. That's why we talked about you need to dress appropriately. And secondly, how your body is moving around, how you position your body, your hands, your head. Are you feeling down? Are you looking down upon things? Are you feeling discouraged? If you're confident, again, you show up wide open. You use your hands, you upright, you smile, you ensure that you have eye contact. Drop that. Yeah. Look at them in the eye, like right now. Yeah. Let me try and switch here. Can you see me? I'm trying to look at you directly into the eye and tell you your body language really plays a big part in your interviewing. We have not even gotten to the content. We just, it's all about how you look and how you show up. Now, the fourth thing, and this might sound very weird. Yeah, expect the unexpected. Typically, an interview is more like a question and answer session. The interviewers are asking you questions and you are providing the answer. But sometimes they can set up kind of a trap or kind of a trick. They want to see if you can be able to do some stuff. There might be, I know of some interviews of someone who went to an interview and there were just some pieces of paper on the floor, and they were expecting whoever comes in, if they take the initiative to collect the papers, or they will just go and assume the papers are not there and wait for the interview to take place. That talks a little bit more about the person. So expect the unexpected. We have a lot of interviews set up nowadays. It might be an online interview, a phone interview, all these things. You need to expect the unexpected in this day and age when it comes to interviews. And I can say I have number five here. I want to add on to it is that you need to learn to ask questions. Ask questions. Now, there's that section of the interview where it comes that you asked, do you have any questions for us? It is a sin not to have questions for the interviewers. I'll tell you that straight ahead. You should always have some questions prepared for them. And there are also some guidelines on how what kind of questions you should ask. They shouldn't be questions just focused on yourself alone. And when can I start? What is the job? What are the benefits? Ask questions that are related to the company to show that number one, you did your research, you're interested in them, and there is something that you want to learn even more about the organization, about that position, and such. So let me pause here and see who is here with us. So if you have joined us, drop that in the chat and say, yes, you're here. Angela, I can see you're saying, yes, you're ready. There's someone else here saying, yes, I'm very much ready. Evelyn, Dan, thank you for this insightful knowledge. How can I side chat, please? So you want to side chat me? Let me do this. Yeah, you can drop me an email. Let me try and put in my email address. So it's Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. Drop me an email. Just let me know that we were here. Yeah. Okay. Let me just remove this. Can you see that? Okay. How comes the banner? Oh, the banner is there. Good. That's my email address. Get in touch with me. By the way, if you have any questions, if you want me to, because this is an open Q&A session, I want to make it as interactive as possible. I've just given you some highlights on how you can be able to prepare for an interview. And so let me check out some more questions here. I can see they are coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Wilson is there saying they're ready. I can see also Mercy is ready. Oh, a lot of people are ready. So, what question might you have when it comes to interviews? So, if you have any question in an interview, let me know. I will drop that down. So that's my email address. I think I can now remove it. Let's proceed here. Yeah. The other thing I would also want to say, there are different types of questions that you expect in an interview. Yeah, and that is what I really want to take a little bit more time to discuss with you here. Yeah, there are what we call situation kind of questions. Also, in some other situations, they are known as uh, competency based interview questions, behavioral questions, same thing. Then we have the traditional interview questions. Tell us about yourself. uh, why should we hire you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Now think about a question like, what difficult problem have you solved and how did you approach it? This is a competency based interview or a question or behavioral question where they want to see what is it that you have done in the past, and your past behaviors and action can be able to be used to predict what you can be able to do in the future. We also talk about describe a professional mistake that you did and you made. How did you go about it? Um, there's a formula for that, but I would want to know exactly maybe which specific scenario kind of question you would want me to dig deep into, and I'll be able to assist. 99.99% of the interviews that you go for, the first question would be, tell us about yourself. Do you know how to answer that question? I would want to know from you. Thank you very much. I can see Jeshrun Baraka, you're asking. There's this common question that is asked in every interview. Why should we hire you? What? How do you go about it? Yeah. Let me pause here and also say that I do have a lot of resources when it comes to how you can be able to answer questions in an interview. And one of the places that I will refer you to, I'm going to answer that question. Don't worry, Jerusha. But here's the thing: if you take a chance, just go to YouTube and search my name, Daniel Mutuku. You land on my YouTube page, a very great resource that you can be able to get a lot of information. And if you just scroll down on the homepage, there's this section here which talks about interview questions and answers. And there's this one here. Why should we hire you? This video, I posted it at 3 months ago, yeah, with 6,000 views. Quite a lot of value. But this is what you expect. I'll give you some guidelines on how you can answer that question. So, why should we hire? The key thing is to show them how you, as an individual, the skills that you have and the experience that you have, how they have built up to make you the right candidate for that position. Yeah. So, look at some of the responsibilities that they have, look at some of the duties that you will be doing, and just tell them exactly that. You should let me give you an example. If it is a position of an accountant, or please drop in the chat which position would you want me to give you an example with. Actually, Jerusha Baraka, I would want to know which field are you in. Are you in IT? Are you an accountant? Are you engineering, lawyer, whatever it is? But then drop in the chat, then I can give you an example and I'll show you how I can go about answering that. I've never done this, but I'll give you, instead of just being superficial and talking about Jeshurun Baraka, let me know which career you're in, and then I can take you through the steps. Thank you very much. I can see someone out there saying that they are ready. I am here. Daniel, I'm here. Thank you. I have a written interview tomorrow. Any highlights? Oh, interesting. You are in the right place are going to help you. How do you prepare for a written interview? Now, there are different types of written interviews. And so what you really need to know, let me bring it like this. What you really need to be clear on is what position is it that they are interviewing for. Now, it might be an amplitude test, or some, yeah, they want to look at your reasoning skills and your problem solving skills, kind of IQ test. So they might be very general questions that have nothing to do with the job that you're going to do. But based on that, there is some scientific way they can be able to know it's more or less like an amplitude test. So I would encourage you to look for amplitude test questions and how to answer them. Now, another kind of written test normally is when you it's a technical, maybe a technical position, it's an IT, so they want to know, they will give you a written test whereby you come in as a programmer, as a developer, will give you a practical thing that you need to develop or program in a short period of time. If that kind of a thing, they want to test your knowledge. I know even sometimes teaching, in the teaching field, where a teacher comes in and they're given a written test in their subject matter, just to see how good and clear they have the subject matter, or they're knowledgeable on. So that would be something that also you can consider. So think about amplitude tests, the kind of questions they're going to ask, and if it's a very technical job, it might be related to that. Or you can even ask, drop an email, what kind of questions do I expect? Is it amplitude? Is it technical? And something of that sort, right? Yeah, I can see someone here, Lynette, saying I'm a teacher. Yeah, nowadays, especially in international schools, the typical national, maybe teaching from government schools, not very much. Good. I can see, Jerusha, you, Jeshurom Baraka, you are a customer service. I recently applied for a job as an admission assistant at M-Pesa Foundation. Very good. If then you are asked in that admission assistant job at M-Pesa, why should we hire you? This is what you do. Guys, you will give me a bit of some minutes. I want to check. I want to do this. So I'll go to Google and say admission assistant and pressure foundation. So let me try and see if I can be able to get that specific job. So these are the, oh yeah, there's this admission contractors. Yes, there were these jobs, they were looking for 60 people. So if I read through, so let me see, I want to read a little bit more to understand what that job is all about, what are the roles, and what I will need to do. So in this case, the key responsibility will be receive, sort, and record all applications received in readiness for long listing, aggressively filter all the application to ensure that all the application proceed to the next stage. Intense, okay, there's intense reading through the application and all that. Compile reports, scan, archive, all that. So why should we hire you? You should hire me because I am very good at my work. Given this job, I will be able to come in and help you receive, sort, and record all application as expected. I'm also very good in report writing, so I will be able to compile a very good report after the interviews and also after doing the home visit for the applicants. Did you see what I did there? So the thing is, you need to be very clear what kind of responsibilities do they want you to do, and then tell them why should we hire you. You're going to come in and do exactly that for them. You get it? So I will go back, check the job description, understand what is it that they are looking for. Also, the other thing, you can be able to talk in terms of your qualification. So personal attribute, they want someone who has a bachelor's degree in education, must be a graduate, keen to details and organization. Why should we hire you? Hire me because I'm very good at my work. I'm a graduate with a bachelor's of education, of course, sociology. I've already graduated and I am very keen with details and organization. I'll come in and do this job to its perfection. Do you see that? If you found value, let me know. Jerusham, yeah? Jeshuran Baraka. If you found value, let me know. Just give me some thumbs up. Is that okay? So let me go. I think I've seen some other questions here. Oh, Frank, you're from Uganda. Thank you very much. What should I expect? I think I've narrowed down and given you some tips. If you like them, give me some thumbs up there. Yes, I'm ready of watching. Okay, okay. Somebody is a journalist. So if you're a journalist, can we do this one? If you're a journalist and what is the role? Unless we check a journalist job, yeah. So I just say journalist job, if I can spell. uh, Journalist job description. This again is a more of a general job description. So what would the person be doing? Typically, they'll be reading press releases, researching articles, establishing and maintaining contract. So something you can say in your answer, why should we hire you? I'm very good in reading and researching for press releases. I will also be able to come in and help you find sources for your interviews, do proofreading, and attend the events as expected. Yeah, so that is kind of the gist of it. Mir Abur, when they ask about, tell us about yourself, is it that they are interested in knowing as personal or educational background or your previous work? Thank you. I think this is a very good question because when people are asked, tell us about yourself, they sometimes confuse and think they are being asked about their personal life. No, it's not about your personal life. That is not mainly what they are interested in. I will redirect you back here. Let me do this. So if you go to again my YouTube channel, when you search just Daniel Mutuku, go to this section here. There's this tell us about yourself, how you can be able to answer the question, tell us about yourself. Here I've given real examples, and I have a 4-step process that you use when you're answering questions in this section. And I would say introduce yourself, talk about my name is Daniel Mutuku, then talk about your qualifications. I have done this bachelor's degree, I have this diploma, I have this only qualifications that are relevant to that position. Talk about your experience, where you have worked, anything that will build value to you as a candidate for that position. And then the 4th step, which is where most people don't get it, is where do you connect the dots? How does the experience, your qualification, build you up for this position? Having done all that work, what makes you best for this candidate? So somehow you turn the question of tell us about yourself to tell us why you are best for this position. So I'll still direct you, go to my YouTube channel, Daniel Mutuku, watch that video, take up those examples, put in your own words, and you will have one of the best answers. Yeah. Okay, I think Baraka have already answered that. Yeah, I saw Lynette is a teacher. I have your own NGO. Okay. There's a question here. How can you respond when you asked why you applied for a lower position than your current position? Okay. Now, this is not, I don't know if it's a trick question, but the question is, why did you apply for the lower position? If you're genuine and you're open from your heart and you say why, then that makes sense. I don't know, but I've seen people who have changed and gone for lower positions because of personal reasons, maybe health reasons. Wherever the a higher position has a lot of demands on them, and maybe their health is not able to support that. Some it's about just mental health issues. Yeah, you want to have at least some peace of mind. You don't really to stress yourself. Some people it's about alignment, or maybe the work environment where they are, it's not a very good working environment. It's very toxic, or there's a lot of demand, and you better take a lower position with lower pay for your sanity or for your health. So those would be reasons, but I would really ask you, why do you really want to go for a lower position? So it's not a trick question. It's not something. It's how you present it. If you have the reasons, or you can tell me this is the reason, I can help you. That is when I do interview coaching. I can help you to coin it in a way that will be much better when someone listens to it. Boniface, hopefully I've answered that. It is a long one here. Wilson, I have a question for you. This is my first thing here. Oh, this is my first time here. Thank you. I'm very happy to hear that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is my home. That is the home where I have all this good stuff. Yeah. Pardon me if I have ever asked any question. Should I generally disclose my previous current salary? What if I feel I am being underpaid? If salary information to be a bit confidential? Yeah, I know there are some opportunities or some jobs which will ask you to share with them what is your salary expectation, or what are you currently earning. I would say yes, go ahead and disclose it. And if you're underpaid, please mention that I understand this is not the industry standard salary. It's a bit lower than what is expected. But I am also very confident that your organization will pay me according to the industry standards. Yeah. So it's good to be open. It's good to be candid with them, because again, most of the HRs, they do share this information. It is within their own circles, public domain. I will know if I'm in company A and our competitor company B, or I know roughly how they are paying or something of that sort. So lying would not really get you very far. So it's very important for you to be honest. But at the same time, how you position it, how you state it, how do you say, yeah, currently I'm being paid 20,000. I know that is way below the industry standards, based on my qualification and my experience. But of course, I had that job. I didn't have any other option. But I'm very confident if you give me a job here together with the organization, you will be able to actually uh, pay me or be able to reward me based on the experience and based on the value that I'm bringing on board, and you will be able to meet the industry standards, something of that sort. So, yeah, hopefully you got value, Wilson. You came in day one. Hopefully you've got it. That, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure. You say I want. Where are we currently? Mhm. Somebody saying hi. Thank you very much for joining us. Jerusha, there you are. It was very helpful. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that is why we are always here. By the way, we try as much as possible to go live from Tuesday through to Thursday, through to Friday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll have a guest tomorrow. Very interesting guest, a coach. Watch out for that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. At what stage of recruitment should one disclose if they are pregnant? Okay, now this is a tricky one. Um, but I would say it depends also at what level, at what stage is the pregnancy at. Yeah, because the thing is, when you join an organization and you're pregnant, again, you are entitled for the maternity leave. And that means when you are joining us today, we sign the letter off and then you're pregnant, and tomorrow or next month you have to go for maternity leave. We will still need to hire someone for those 3 months when you're on maternity. Yeah. So it's usually a tricky situation. So it depends also at what level, maybe a stage of your pregnancy is. But if it is in the very, very early stages, I don't, I think you should just do your own interviewing, get the job. If you do your maths and see if you're given the job, you can maybe have worked for 3 to 6 months without necessarily taking the maternity leave. That would still be workable. But very tricky. It depends with the situation. It depends with the company. What is their HR policy? I know there are some which will not hire if someone is pregnant at the time of hiring. If you get pregnant during your when you already hired, that was another story. But it depends. But thank you very much for that question. Hopefully, I could gave you some insight that will assist you. Right? Okay, I can see someone here saying yes, 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 hello. Okay, we are 23 minutes in. I might be able to take 2 or 3 more questions. So hang on in there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll take 2 or 3 more. I like keeping these sessions short, between 30 and maybe 45 minutes. I don't want to go beyond that. Evelyn, I'm a lawyer by profession, and I have been invited for an interview for the position of child protection with an INGO, that is an international NGO. Kindly give me some of the hints on the kind of questions to expect. Now, Evelyn, unless I can give you very specific questions after this, feel free to drop me an email. Drop me an email. I'll start there. Drop me an email. But at the same time, I will also direct you to this page here. So this is my YouTube. Just go to Daniel Mutuku, search, and there's this section with interview questions. I give you the general interview tips. I show you how to answer. Tell us about yourself. Why should we hire you? Salary expectations. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? 10 smart questions to ask in an interview. How to bad experience. Okay, these are all interview questions and how you can answer them. Yeah. So I will say, drop me an email. I will find very specific questions for that kind of role. Where is the link? Okay, I think it's here, So I'll look for very specific and then we can be able to chat. Is that okay, Evelyn? Yeah. But general questions, tell us about yourself. Why should we pay you? Why are you leaving your previous job? Strength, weaknesses, all those you'll be able to find value on the YouTube channel. Very short videos, 5, 8 minutes kind of videos, and you will just see, voila. Purity, you say yes, I'm not sure. You're saying you're ready. Another question. What about those candidates having different experience of work? What about those candidates having different experience of work? Like I am a law student, but having experience in customer service industry. If asked about switching from one sector to another, what can be a relevant answer? Now, that is very common, and I know of so many people who have done different courses, and the kind of the line of work they're doing is totally different. I was there. I did a Bachelor of Science in Physics. I ended up in teaching. Luckily, I was also able to do a postgraduate certificate in education, which made me okay. I can teach this physics stuff, and now I'm here doing career coaching. I am a career coach, and I can know how confusing sometimes it can be. However, the reason is, what are you passionate about? What is it that you want to follow? Is it the course that you did, or is it the experience that you have built up? And I would say there is a lot of transferable skills from one maybe sector to another. As long as you have been working, work experience has never gone to waste. No experience goes to waste. I think it is Susan Kiamba, one of the career coaches, lady that I follow and admire, and yeah, we talk a lot. She's a career coach also on LinkedIn. She says no experience is a waste. It all adds up. And yeah, though you might need some professional guidance on how do you position yourself if you want to continue with your initial line of study, or if you want to continue in the kind of experience you have. I know people who have done different courses, they end up in banking. Now they are stuck in banking. They don't know how do they get out of banking to another, to their original, because they don't have experience in that. And they feel like banking has very little transferable skills. I can help you with that. Again, drop me an email. Yeah. We can talk more about that. I think, thank you very much. I can see someone talk about the health. I'm not sure what they meant. I am education officer in the government sector. Someone or NGO called me. So how do I respond to interview step by step? If you're in education, the thing is, what is the value that you're bringing into that organization, in that NGO? What is it that they have seen? Um, Really take time to understand what is the job description, what are some of the roles that you will be doing there, and then see how you can position yourself for that position. I'll still direct you to this YouTube channel. Look at some of these general interview questions that you might expect, but for the very specific, if you have a job description, it will even make more sense for you. Thank you for your response of the okay. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate that. Evelyn, I will drop your okay, drop me the email shortly. Someone is in veterinary. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So this is one thing I want to do. I have some very good free resource for you as I finish up. But if you got value out of this session, let me know. Just drop me the chat and say yes, I got value. Yeah. If you got value, if you say yeah, it was a short, sweet presentation, I would appreciate if you can let me know in the chat. Let me know you got value out of it. Now I have dropped this link in the. Okay, I think I have switched off some lights here. Just give me a minute. Yes, we are up. The There's this link that I've put in the chat. I know on LinkedIn, I don't know if you will be able to see it. Yeah, on LinkedIn, there we go. So this is a free resource section. And if you click on that link, what it will do, it will take you to our resource page on our website. So if you go to careerpoint.co.ke, let me just, if you go to our homepage, yeah, you will see this. You can join us on an event. Just click on this resource tab. I have also put that resource tab in the chat so that, okay, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Did you get it? Yes. So what happens when you go to this tab? Okay, so I wasn't showing. This is the thing when you go live, yeah? So here we go. Free resources. You get free CV review. You can send us your CV for review. We will get to know what really makes your CV stand out and how you can articulate and communicate your value effectively to the employer. So this is a free service that we offer you. Click here, get started, and then you submit your CV for free review. I know every job you send there, you will need to send a cover letter. So here we have the ultimate cover letter guide, which we are also giving to you 100% for free. 101 sample cover letters for all professions. Yeah. There's also an event that we have helping people to get jobs with NGOs and international organizations. It's going to be a free webinar live here again. You can save your seat. We also have a lot of free training if you are interested in getting jobs with NGOs, especially with the UN. We show you how do you get to become a volunteer, the salaries, and all that. So you can still get all this free training. And if you would want to enhance your income, again, we have 21 best and legit online jobs that you can be able to engage in and get this guide for free. You can book a free career coaching session. All this we're giving you 100% for free. So use that link in the chat. I've posted it there, and then we'll be able to meet on the other side. So just reading through now your feedback, and then we can call it a day. I can see Lynette, you're saying you got a lot of value. Thank you very much. Denise, you're saying it was awesome. I can see you're saying you've dropped me an email. Thank you. I'll take a look at it immediately. Thank you. It was nice meeting you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Even though short but very educative and mind-boggling. Yes, join us every day around 4:15. Tomorrow also will be live 4:15 with a guest. It will be another mind-blowing session. Wilfred, there you are. I can see. Yeah, Lillian, one of the thanks, son. I visited you. You'll visit our office, Karibu Sana. I know you have been a very good follower. Oh, we were even with you yesterday. This is very informative. Marcia, when we're talking about YouTube, I really appreciate that. This is very insightful. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great. Make sure, this is one thing I'll also ask from you. Yeah. If you want to start off and get value from us straight off the bat, even before you submit any CV, you do anything, all I want you to ask, all I can ask from you, go to my YouTube, search Daniel Mutuku, subscribe to my channel, and start binge watching those career development videos. Your life will change. This one, yes, it's being recorded, it's online, you can still go and watch it, but that is where I know you will get the most value. Thank you very much. I can see you got the insight. I appreciate. And until tomorrow, same time or another time, go to YouTube, binge watch. I'll see you then. I'm out.